Hey, this is the Pizza here, and this video I'm in Clops again, but it isn't really about Clops. I'm going to be more talking about the death of tanking. So, the reason why I used a Clops video in the background was because I felt it illustrated my point pretty clearly. Basically, there really isn't a need for tanking anymore, except in the extremely high level instances like Heart of the Ocean or the Volcano, and for 2 bosses in Caelin Shrine, I've heard. But that's pretty much it, and you can't tank those unless you have really good gear. And by the way, I'm using a new audio driver, so tell me if you like the new recording, because it has a noise suppression option which will hopefully get rid of all that static that was in the background in my previous videos and make the popping sound with the P's, B's, and stuff like that, make it less of an issue, so it'll be easier to listen to. And so back to what I was saying, the reason that there's no real need for tanks anymore is because as long as you have DPS and a good healer, you can do almost anything, no matter how squishy the DPS is, because they can take things down so quickly. And what I tried to do during these battles, except for this one because I wanted to stun, but what I'm doing is, if you look at the health bar at the top, and this battle is the probably worst example of it because not everyone's attacking, but it really shows on the last boss, Uguda. And if you look at the health bars, they go down extremely quickly, so it doesn't really matter if you can take a lot of damage or not, because you don't need to take damage if you can take things down that quickly. But it makes me feel kinda like useless in a lot of instances, cause right in this instance I really didn't do anything. I just kind of followed the mages, the warrior, and I just didn't really get to do much, so it's not as fun when you just get to follow people around and just watch them kill everything while you stand by and do little to no damage. And another thing is, no matter how good of a tank you are, you won't be able to farm things like a mage. Like, a good mage can farm like 5-6 mobs at a time in like 30 seconds. So they can get all their dailies done, all their gear that they want from those mobs, extremely quickly. And if you're a tank, you just can't do that. So I guess what I'm kinda leaning towards right now is that I think a lot of the DPS classes are overpowered, because they can just do insane amounts of damage that no other class can match. And they can keep doing that damage because those spells don't use up that much mana. So they can keep spamming those same spells over and over again, doing tons of damage, stunning the enemies so that they don't hit them. And it's just really not fair to all the other classes. So I really hope I don't get a lot of hate from people like, oh, mages aren't overpowered, you just suck, or, you know, nothing like that. But I've heard a lot of complaints like this. I even looked on the forums, and a lot of people feel the same way. I created a mage character, actually, to see like what it was all about, and as soon as I started playing on the character, like going from a tank to a mage, I felt extremely overpowered. I just, you know, I feel like I can do so much more in such a short amount of time, and that shows because I've leveled a lot faster. Like, my mage is already level 27 or something, and I've only had the character for maybe a month or 2, and I haven't been playing it very often. So here's Uguda, and we just started fighting him like 5 seconds ago. So there goes the first stage of the battle. Yeah, that was just insanely fast. And now, here comes the second stage of the battle. And this time I knew to stay out of those red electric orbs. So, I didn't get hurt by those. But yeah, so the death of tanking really is coming about, and I wish people that produce this game would do something to just even it out a bit. You know, let tanks come back as a main player instead of just kind of being secondary. It's like, we might need a tank, maybe not, probably not. But yeah, so that's one reason why I haven't been able to get as much content as well, because no one needs a tank anymore. So I guess I've kind of reached my point, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. So that's it for this video. Till next time.